Hey, hi, how's it going? Today's video is going to be the entire transformation of our entire garden over the last year. I'm filming this right now, 2026, but our garden has made a huge transformation in 2025. None of this was here, and so I want to take you guys along for not everything, but just some of the highlights of our garden transformation in 2025. So a lot has happened just in even 2026. We did get a whole new patio, and there's been lots of other changes that have happened, but in 2025, it was a wild ride. So let's go over everything that just happened in the last year. Hey guys, how's it going? It is a exciting day here on the property. We are officially starting irrigation. It's gonna be a good day. Let me turn the camera around, show you guys what we're doing, what's changed, what hasn't changed, and it's gonna be a very messy, dirty, busy day. So, backyard is in the process of a whole overhaul, and that is why our grass looks like this. Most of the grass is going away. The only grass that we're really gonna keep is all of this right here. But pretty much all of that back there is gonna go. So, we have this patio here, and it's going to be extended out. It's actually going to come out about another foot this way. So it's going to come out there, it's going to come out, and then it's going to come down, and it's going to connect at the edge of the house here and back over. So this is going to be one grid. So this will have sprinkler system in it. So that way we can water the lawn and not worry about it. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to like tee over this way with a line. And we're going to have a small flower bed right here because there's going to be stairs coming off, or one step coming off of a patio right here. And I do want to be able to put like a tree or something like that right here. So I need irrigation here, and it's going to tee off this way. By the way, this will be sprinklers here is going to be one separate line. And then this will be a whole separate line that this bed, and that bed right there are going to be all on the same zone. And then we're going to run a spigot back there. There's going to be a pathway right here. And what we're going to do is kind of a jelly bean shape right here. And so it's going to be a walkway, and it's going to connect into a circle right here that's going to be open on this side. Originally, I was going to do a backwards C in this area that connected to the willow tree. And then I was like, wait, it's going to be so annoying if I'm on this side of the bed and I need to get over here quickly and I have to walk all the way around. I mean, it's not that far, but it will be annoying. So there's going to be a walkway in on this side, and there'll be a walkway in on this side, and a giant patio in this middle area. So where I'm standing now is all going to be flower bed, and then where the pathway that's there opens, it's just basically going to be a straight shot through. So this will all be patio area, and then it'll be walkway, and then it'll it'll open up right here on both sides of this flower bed. So flower bed on this side, and then flower bed on this side that turns into the willow bed area that connects all the way around. So this will be more of a C shape on this side, and I think it's actually probably going to come out to about here. So it's going to be a pretty deep flower bed. So it'll go from here just to the other side of the willow tree. So where I'm walking now, this is going to be walkway, sharp turn like this, walkway all the way around, and then I'm going to do a step up into what is the cut flower garden. This is going to become a little bit more of a bed instead of it becoming like a square. So this will just kind of get softened right here and give me more planting space for things. Cut flower garden, chicken coop area, and then so this will all be walkway here that'll tie back in, and here's the patio area. So all of this here is going to be patio space. So I'm hoping to get like a paver patio or something like that, a stone patio. This will be a step down, so that's why that's like that. And then that'll step down, and then this is gonna be all open, like flower bed space, kind of all the way back here. We're just gonna leave that open, just for like drainage purposes and everything. So step down, walkway will finish, and then how I've got the metal edging that goes right there to connect to the basement. It'll be same thing. It'll be kind of a step down, and then I wanted really, really wide walkways. So let's pretend like we're walking off the deck, and so you'll step down here. I want to put like a ginkgo tree, a dwarf one here, and then have plenty of planting space, or even a dwarf ginkgo tree here and planting space, or I don't know. Anyways, ginkgo tree somewhere in this bed, plenty enough space in here, or a crab apple or something like that. Walk down. Our pathways used to be this big. I am tripling the walkways. I want them to be very big. We're gonna come through here. You'll have a decision. You can go left or right. We're gonna start off left. And so we've got this kind of swoop, and the goal is like to plant trees and stuff so you can't really see what's going on over there. So that way you have to go around, and, you know, same thing, I'll plant a tree here. So you have to come around. So we'll come this way, and we will have metal edging like this along all of the beds, all of this. And I think I want to do the tall edging on these two beds so I can raise them up just a little bit. I think it's 12 inch or something like that I can do. And then so these guys here, and then so we have this stone here, and this is all going to be like decomposed granite. We'll have gravel, decomposed granite into this area. And what I want is I can have a super long table. So all those dinner parties that I want to have that I will never have, can be in here. And I can, you know, I can put posts in the ground here on all sides, and I could string up lights or something like that. Bed goes here, you can walk in here and you can go straight through, and same thing on that side right there. So we'll come through here, water is going to come across here, and then I can put a spigot or something like that maybe on the corner of this bed, and then I can have the hose link. That's super easy to reach. This bed continues this way, and so this will be metal edging. This will all be metal edging, and I kind of want this to be a step up into this area, so that way you step into the cut flower garden area. And then this is all going to be planting space, all flower bed here. I thought I was going to kind of like come back, but then it would like look like a little, like, I don't know, a weird bulge or something like that in the walkway. So I just decided, you know what, we're just going to come straight across like this. So I'll have planting space all in here. We'll come here and you'll be able to kind of walk around like this. This will lead to the side of the shed where all of our junk goes. And then you have a nice wide pathway right here. And the pathway is going to continue. It's just going to be a super straight on this side. So this is going to be super straight, just kind of a bowling alley. But you'll have the option to come in here and you'll be able to look over to the other side and you can see back there. Going to tee off, and it's going to come out into this because that's a flower bed. It's going to come out, tee off into that flower bed, and then tee off into the furthest flower bed. And I also have my little sketch, my quick sketch of the property. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to measure one jelly bean and measure the other jelly bean and measure the walkways and everything and see exactly how much metal edging that we need. So we just get this lined up with our line, reset it by pushing that little button, and we're just going to kind of walk along the line and see how much metal edging we do need. So in total, we have 330 feet of metal edging. That is a lot of edging to come in. We have 168 and a half feet of 14 inch and 162 feet of 8-inch metal edging. We got the machine. This is the F220 Honda, just a rototiller. I don't know. So all we're gonna do is basically walk behind this thing. I'll hold on to the handle here, turn it on, pull it, and basically we should just be able to rototill. All right, we are 4 hours in. Pathway here is dang near perfect. You can go this way. I think I might rototill that. I don't know though. I'm not too worried about it. It was mostly a lot of this. So you should be able to walk through here, round the corner, and then you can see the pathway here. And you can see how it kind of goes up a little bit into this area. So all of this is lower, but by the time we put the metal edging in and then we put decomposed granite and then we put gravel, it'll all pretty much be the same level as all of that right there. This is just to help get it level. So we've got it all the way back to here. I'm gonna leave this because I know that there's some super shallow roots here, and so I'm not gonna rototill any of this back here. But I did come over here and I rototilled this area because there was a big divot right here. So I got this done, and so I kind of will smooth that out, pull all of the Bermuda grass, and there was another divot right there. So I did kind of go a little further, and then I can like fill it in with dirt. We just had an exciting delivery. The metal edging, look at how big this metal edging is. This is the edge right. This is 14-inch tall edging, and this is what's gonna go in the center island. It showed up. There's the staples for it. We are 17 minutes in, and this is where we are at. We are one bed basically done. Probably almost half of the jelly bean, and it's starting to look really good. And we are going to stop on this side, and so we have access on this side of the tree to be able to fill it up with dirt. So all of this side will be filled up with dirt, all that side will be filled up with dirt, and it's starting to look so good. And just like that, we are done. You can see, here it is now. Doesn't that actually feel like something's happening? You can look this way. Like I said, we're just waiting to get pieces in, and I'm not going to order any of these until I know what I need to order for the rest of the property. But this looks so good, and it's so exciting to like see this happening. So this is the 14-inch, and I think this is the 8-inch one. So it's much smaller on this side because I wanted this to feel like it was a raised up area. And it's going to just kind of swoop around and guide you back this way. And then you'll step up into the cut flower garden right here. And then this is all going to become new flower bed and planting space. We just got a huge delivery of dirt. 15 yards of dirt. And Brent put the first wheelbarrow full. Couple more wheelbarrows full. Brent's running and hiding, and we got it all kind of leveled out. We're gonna look back. So now we just have to go in with the mound, and I did kind of come through and kind of stomp it down a bit, but we do have this section left to do. So we did get the beds pretty much full. I mean, you can see that one is full, except for the one area that we haven't done. So it's not full, Robbie. You can see we just have a little bit left to do right up to the edge, which actually it was full. And then we got this rain, and the rain made it all like settle in and sink. We did put in the tree ring around the willow tree, which is kind of funny because it kind of made this, to me, it looks like a painter's palette, like the little thumb hole. I don't know. Finish these beds. At minimum, this one is going to get filled all the way. We've got some mounding that we need to do on it. And so I want to get that done so that I can start laying the irrigation. We've got a little irrigation pipe right there. We're going to finish getting this filled up a little bit. And then I will be doing the irrigation on this bed. And then we're also going to be moving my rocks today. I've got 2 very large rocks that we're going to get in place today. project took days to do. It was a lot of dirt to move, but oh man, this is gonna be so good. Hardest part was the rocks that we moved, and I know that there's gonna be lots of settling, especially because like you can see, like I threw a brick there. Once that happens, then we can go in and we can fill up where any extra dirt is really needed. This is where everything is under construction, so all of this is going to become deck area or patio area. We're still deciding what we're going to do. We either have to take out all of this if we want to do a paver patio, or if we do decking, then we can go over the top of this. This is a flower bed, this is our lawn area, and then if we come this way, so we'll be on the deck right now, and then you'll step down into this area, and then we've got our espalier over here, which is all of that, and that is the Halls Japonica. Coming down this way, these are going to be new pathways. So we've just installed these new beds right here, and all of this is going to go, all of the grass and weeds and all that. We've got some gravel that's been delivered. We ended up adding some boulders into here, and I really am loving having the boulders in here. And then these beds over here are empty. They're very, very empty. I don't have any plants in this bed. And this all last year was grass, and so we've taken out all the grass, and we're trying to figure out how we're going to remove all of this because we've got Bermuda grass and lots of other weeds in here. We are going to be doing the gravel today. So this is what we're going to use. This is the DeWitt Pro Weed Barrier. It is 250 feet by 4 feet. And then that's going to stop any new weeds from coming up. And you can see this whole area was pretty green. And we've decided to we weeded all this. And then all of this over here, we have decided to we mowed it down and knocked it down. Okay, we are at a stopping point. So we ran out of landscape staples, and we got the whole middle section done, and we got this side done. We're not going to go any further than this because this is where we did get all of the weeds up and everything. So we're going to stop and not do any of that. But we got this whole walkway done up to right there. And so we're waiting for landscape staples. They will be here tomorrow. And this is all going to be the road base. And we're going to go in with maybe about an inch of road base, maybe 2 at most. And now looking at it, there's a lot of black fabric that I don't know if we ordered enough. We ordered 5 yards. So hopefully it's enough. We'll see. We did buy the road base, and we spent I think like $300 or something like that on road base, so it was super affordable. And then next we'll go in with the top gravel, which is going to be probably close to like $600-700, I'm guessing. Brent just went and picked up the last little bit of gravel that we need. I'm so excited because that means that we're going to finish this section right here. We're going to get this in, and then our plan is to go rent a compactor so we can compact all of the road base down today. We just got our gravel delivered. We're gonna bring in a couple wheelbarrows full of this new gravel that just came, just so we can kind of like get it placed and see it and actually have like some progress. I think 6 yards of this stuff, and it was around, I can't remember, $500, $450 or something like that, $460 with a $100 delivery fee. I mean, does it get any better than that? It's still dirty, so it's very, very white right now. Coming in this way, you can go left or right. We're gonna go left. Comes into this area right here, which I had a lot of people asking about. And I just did the gravel right up to the stepping stones. Come around this way. We will have the dining room table there with chairs around it. Fire pit here, 4 chairs around that. I did just move the bench over here. Isn't that magical? And then coming this way, coming all the way down, we got all the way down up to right here. So it kind of wraps up against the rock that's right here. And then we're right there. So we're so close. This looks so good. I'm so excited to get this fire pit to use. Let's get the gravel done today. I'll show you guys the area that we've got left to do. I gotta go move a few things so you can see where it stops. So it's just this little bit and then over to this section right there. We're gonna come this way, and this has been the biggest change. So I think last time I did it, we just had the metal edging in, and I think that was about it. I don't even remember if the road base was in. So now we've got road base and we've got gravel in, and now we're getting everything all planted. We're gonna come this way now. So we just did this entire area. So this is what we're calling the jelly bean beds, and I've got a fountain in there, and I've got lots of plants to come for this area. I cannot wait to fill it up. This magnolia right here, this is a black tulip magnolia. And oh my goodness, I could not be happier with the tree. It's so stunning. All of this here is going to end up being a patio or a deck. We're still trying to figure out exactly what we're doing with our life. All going to be a patio area. We'll get a new little like gazebo covering it. And so that way we've got a nice area to hang out, and we could have, you know, an area in the sun, an area in the shade, whatever we want. We just had a huge, and I mean huge, delivery of plants that showed up. Our driveway is so beautiful right now, and I am so excited to get to work. Probably planting 3, 4, maybe even 5 different things, which is exciting because it's going to mean things are going to happen really quickly around here, and these empty beds are about to look absolutely stunning. The dogs love hanging out with us. And then all of this that you're seeing right here, this terrible grass section and this cement area, is going to eventually be a paver patio or a wooden deck or a Trex deck. We're going to do some type of patio. We want to just expand, and we want to be able to have an outdoor kitchen area, that is for down the road, because we've spent so much time and energy on this section back here this year. And so it feels really, really nice to like have something buttoned up, and we're slowly still working on everything, but it does feel really nice. This little bed right here, all of this is brand new. We ran water to each of these beds, and we ran electrical to this bed and this bed here. All of this was grass, and we took out the grass and did very large walkways. I wanted to be able to walk with someone next to me. This rose right here is called Soul Sister, and I have to get in this bed and show you guys this. The blooms on it are so gorgeous. Oh, so pretty. I've got this dwarf ginkgo tree right here, and it is a male variety. If you're gonna get a ginkgo, make sure you get a male variety. The females produce fruit, and the fruit smells really, really bad. This one here is called Bermuda Beach. It's a much more pink color. So I've got like a pink color, and then pink to yellow, and then I've got yellow flowers over there. So it kind of like just naturally just like flows. Back here is this sea of heuchera and a little bit of a lamium, and I really want to add more lamium into the garden. Isn't that so gorgeous? That's the lamium, and then these are all heucheras right here, and I've got a whole bunch of different varieties. They're just so pretty when you clump them all together and you do a big cluster of them. They just perform so well. And then I have some gomphrena right here. This is the truffle pink, and I cannot wait for that to grow up. I have a lot of plants that I need to move. As you guys know, we are prepping for a greenhouse. The greenhouse is going here, and you are correct. The greenhouse is going right here. It's actually going to go from right about here all the way over to about this post. I have to remove everything you see right here. And this is where we are calling it a day. Holy cow. This is a lot done. So we didn't get the one bed moved. That's fine. It can get moved later. We do need to be able to take all this down though, so we can get equipment in here to be able to pour the foundation that we need for the greenhouse. So this here is Peach Dalmatian Foxglove. Holy cow, she is so stunning. Greenhouse is happening. I'm so excited. Let me turn the camera around. They've already gotten to work, and they're bringing back the tractor right now to start excavating. officially concrete day. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and I'm not sure what time these guys are going to get here. I know that they have to go pick up the truck for the concrete. That foundation is going to be done today. They're going to pour it all today. The guys have officially finished the foundation of the greenhouse. I am so excited. It took them 3 days to get this done. If we were doing it ourselves, it probably would have ended up in a divorce of some kind and multiple arguments. So I'm so glad that we chose to hire out. It is stone day. It's stone 2 days. This is gonna be a minimum 2-day project. We're going with a Texas limestone. I was able to find it locally. I did not think I was gonna be able to find it, so finding it was a total dream. Petunias are always great because they just do so well. Point in case. I mean, those ones, look at these ones. These ones are massive. I definitely prefer these ones though. These ones have just stayed solid pink, where this one is, you see a lot of the foliar growth. So I do prefer when you see less of the foliar growth. If you have missed it, we are getting a glass greenhouse. We are installing it ourselves. We had somebody pour the foundation, and then we did all of the stonework ourselves. We just finished all of that. These types of projects come together quickly. Like when we did the whole entire landscape, literally just a couple of months ago, we would get all the metal edging done quickly, or we would get a lot of the gravel done quickly, and so it made big impact. I mean, granted, we made some big impact on the greenhouse, but yeah, today's goal is to get the roof done, and then I think the door also goes in. So door and roof. So we are getting a glass greenhouse. It's by BC Greenhouse. It is their 10 foot by 12 foot, but it's actually like almost 11 foot by 13 foot. it is going to be the last, and it is going to be the last day that we get the glass in the greenhouse. We are, without question, we are getting the glass done on the front, the top of this side, and the door installed today. We're ignoring my shirt today. I did not iron it. Usually I didn't steam it. Usually I steam my shirts before I get on camera so I don't look so wrinkled. And it's the very end of the day. We got everything all cleaned up. I forgot to put the leaf blower away. That's great. But I cannot believe how this looks. This is incredible. So we do have the vents open here, so that way there's plenty of airflow inside. But I need to come in and clean the glass. Obviously there's lots of fingerprints everywhere, but it is so nice. It's actually not much different heat-wise in here than it is outside. And there's no fan in here, so there's no air movement. But I think because these are vents, and then we have so many other vents, that it keeps it nice and cool in here. But look at the view. Oh! So this is the view outside of the greenhouse. It's perfect, minus the mess. Here's the greenhouse from the back view. The stonework turned out perfectly. The inside is perfect. I cannot believe that we built this so incredibly fast. I'm gonna give you guys just a little update on a few things going around the property. I think it's gonna be just kind of it's actually going to be a very, very mellow day. This is a Gomphrena. This is called Truffula Pink. Oh my gosh, she is so stunning. Little windows, which is really, really nice. This one has been amazing. I don't see a ton of pollinators on it usually. I'll maybe see like a couple little like butterfly, but it's not a huge attractant for pollinators. Okay, let's go this way. Another thing that I had to show you guys, I've talked about this right here. This is euphorbia. This is snow on the mountain. So beautiful. I love it. Not what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you is my limelight hydrangea. I have never been so proud of myself. I don't know what I did different this year, but whatever it was, it worked. And the last plant that I really wanted to show you guys right here, this is called a Cleome. Absolutely stunning. So beautiful. I love this plant, and I will be growing more of it next year. It's done so well. The hummingbirds loved it. The bees have loved it. It's also known as a spider plant, and you can see kind of like the blooms on them, how they've got these like almost spider-like legs to them. I have got to rework the walkway in front of the greenhouse. The walkway guides you away from the greenhouse. So my goal today is to bend some of the metal edging, put some new gravel down, make it so we can walk up to the front of the greenhouse. I have some containers that I want to set in front of the greenhouse today. I don't have any plants for it. I want to find the right plant, and I want to find something very, very special for it. So I'm gonna at least get my containers set there and get it so that way you actually walk up to the greenhouse and you don't have to like hop over this metal landscape edging. Okay, we've got our walkway curve done. So now we can actually walk up to the greenhouse. This is so perfect. This feels much more natural. Yes, it is very wide right here. Lots of gravel, but I mean, it's perfect. Couldn't be happier. We got this side of the bed mostly mulched. I still gotta tuck in and get in there, but we're running out of daylight and I still need to get all the way back there with mulch. That's so crazy. I don't know if I'm ever going to get over that view. Today's video is not one that Brent and I had planned. It was not on our plan for this year at all. I mean, it was on the plan for like maybe Christmas time, December. This is very early. So we were not planning to do this today. We are getting rid of the gazebo today. We got a new gazebo. I'm so excited about it. Today's video is literally just going to be us removing everything, I think. Taking all of this out, taking the gazebo down. One of the neighbors wants the gazebo. They're gonna have the gazebo. It's all theirs. Oh, okay. Well, we got it done. Whew, that was a rough one. So, I checked the forecast yesterday. Said it was going to be 88 degrees today. I was like, sweet, perfect. Doesn't get better than that. It was 101 degrees today. I was not prepared for it. Otherwise, this would have been a project I would have not done. I would have not have came back out. But y'all, I was sweating like a sinner in church. It was so hot out here. Here it is. And we have not cleaned up our mess. So don't look over that way that I just showed you. It does look really good. Brent said that it feels like a lodge, but I don't even care. It feels so nice in here. It feels like we have a lot more room. I think I want to find a little small table to go here. We had a plant there. I don't think that's the right choice. For just under $1,000, like 900 and something bucks, and then 2 days of work, I think it was worth it. I think it looks really good. I am so red right now. Oh my gosh. We are going to be painting the back fence today. And we waited till the very end of the day. We have the misters on because it's kind of warm out right now. But we're going to be painting the back fence today, which will be so nice. Going to totally help transform that back area. See how you can see the fence through it? I'm very excited to be able to see the fence through this view and have it be black. And then I want to grow Boston ivy over it. I think that'll be so beautiful. We're going in with the Bear House and Fence wood stain. This one is tintable, so you have to go tell them what tint you want it. We get it in the color slate. There's only a few select colors that you can choose from. Slate is the color that we use. We put it in the paint sprayer. I do dilute it a little bit. You cannot just go to Home Depot and go get paint and ask for the color slate. It's not the correct color. Slate is the color of the stain that they put inside of that to give it that black color. So it's not, you can't just go ask for Bear Slate. You'll get not the correct color. that looks so good, and this whole area looks so big. So impressed with it. I really cannot believe how big of a space we have back here. It feels massive. Look at this angle. Now you see through the greenhouse. Isn't that so much better now, rather than just seeing the white fence? And this is the main reason that we got a white greenhouse. I was originally going to get a black greenhouse. That was the original plan. And then I was like, wait, we have a black fence. It will literally just disappear. That was kind of one of the major deciding factors, because then it just helps make the greenhouse just kind of shine and like stand on its own, you know? I think it's really pretty. What we're gonna do today is, these are my chandeliers that I bought in Michigan. I bought 2 of them. They were originally gonna go on this wall and kind of like take up space there. Like, that'd be good, right? Well, we actually were out here the other night kind of just playing with it. And then I just kind of held them up to that section, to that bar. And I was like, oh, wait, that might be a thing. He's waiting for me to finish so he can do the lights. So I'm gonna stop because we're done with this now, and I'm gonna help him do the lights. Do you wanna see the first one? Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So the first one is hung up right there. Oh, that's so pretty. And then he's run the cord up this way through the top, and it'll attach in with this guy right here. Look. Isn't that amazing? It's so good. It's so beautiful. Look at, oh, that has my heart. That has definitely stolen the show. Oh my gosh. Little recap on these guys. I paid an arm and a leg for them. I think I paid $275. Way too much I paid for them. And then I later found the exact same ones on eBay for $75, I think. $40, I don't remember. Something ridiculously cheaper than what I paid for them. The ones that I did find on eBay that are the exact same are gold. These ones have been done something to them to make them not gold, which I'm very happy that they are not gold. I would have actually passed on them if they were gold. I would not have had the creative mind to be like, I like the shape of them, let's paint them or stain them or whatever they did to make it so it looks more brushed than gold. And here it is at nighttime. Oh my gosh. It is very bright on camera, but it's not, I mean, it's bright inside. It'll be perfect. Probably like the perfect amount of lighting in here right now. Yeah, see, you can get in here. I could be out here late at night and actually work and get things done. But the lights look really pretty. It's funny, doesn't that look gold all of a sudden? Could not be happier with how that looks. Look at the reflection. Oh, kind of gave me goosebumps. That's really pretty. We're gonna do another day of fall cleanup. And it must have gotten cold last night and I didn't realize it because there are some things that look like they got nipped by a frost, which is weird because I don't think that we got a frost. As much of this bed as I can do, I have to go grab the big trash can. I think I'll grab that after I pull everything out. We're gonna pull out some Gomfrina, which I pulled out yesterday. We're also gonna pull out some salvia. The really wide walkways has worked really, really well for us. But look at this, you can see it wasn't getting any light. And because it wasn't getting any light, it wasn't able to like photosynthesize. I'm thinking about investing into some landscape lighting that's more permanent instead of solar. We have some solar. The really cheap ones tend to not work, but some of the really expensive ones, they work really, really well. I feel like I could definitely go a lot slower next year, which is the ultimate goal. No greenhouses on the horizon, no major projects on the horizon. We shall see how it goes. It is tree removal day in our garden, and it is a cold, wet and it's going to be a rainy day. And so I'm honestly surprised these guys didn't cancel, but they know what they're doing. And we're getting 2 trees, 1 tree from our property removed, 1 tree from a neighbor's property removed, and 1 tree from another neighbor's property cleaned up. So first thing we are getting rid of is this privet tree right here. And then this one is one that I think they're going to start working on this morning, is this one right here. And this is in our neighbor's property, but it's in our driveway, and the birds eat the berries and then they poop, and they poop on our cars, and it's really, really messy, and it like drops leaves everywhere in the driveway. It drops leaves year round. It's just, privets are terrible, terrible trees. So this is the other tree that they're going to be removing. You can see it's right at the front of our house. It's technically like right on the property line. It is a bummer because both of these are shade trees for us, and so it is kind of a bummer to remove a decent amount of shade, but it'll totally be worth it in the end. And then the other thing we're going to have cleaned up is this guy right here. So weird saying that. We're definitely gonna have to get something planted for some privacy. This is a huge couple piles. It's 2 piles, and this pile goes back even further, and you can see like that's a 6 foot tall fence. So 2 trees. And then if we're back here, they removed the branch from the willow tree, and it makes it so you can actually see the greenhouse a lot better now, which is really, really nice. And I don't have the fear of a storm coming and breaking the branch off. The branch was growing straight out. I've been kind of complaining about it for a few weeks now. But these guys, they came, it took them 5 minutes to get that branch out, and then they brought it out to their shredder. Oh, look, there's a hummingbird on our Vitex, because we're still getting blooms on our Vitex. Hello, little one. Anyways, now we don't have to worry about that, and it's cool because you can see the birch trees a lot better now. So I've decided that I would like to really look at landscape lighting. It's been something that we've been talking about for about a year now, just haven't done it. And so once we kind of started the project, we knew we wanted landscape lighting. It's so expensive. All right, it's pretty dark out now, and it looks so good. The camera always makes it look so much brighter out here, so I am sorry about that, unless I come out when it is pitch black. But I think this is going to be the perfect amount of lighting for in our garden. This view is killing me. The uplights, the pathway lights. Look, we've got the uplight on the lemon cypress. I've got the uplights on the doors. I've got one into the Vitex. The pathway lights. You come around this way over to the greenhouse. That is just perfect with the lighting. And then I can't wait to do this bed and have some lighting in that area. But then we've got the 3 lights over on this side, and I think that is just perfect. And you can see the uplighting over in the magnolia and the hopseed, and the uplighting in the alder tree. Totally forgot the name of that one. Anyways, I think it's perfect. We've never had like really good pathway lights like this. This is really, really exciting. I have got to get a tree in the ground today. It's this beauty of a tree. This thing is huge. How exciting is this? This is going to be so pretty in the landscape. So I'm going to plant this so it masks the telephone pole a little bit. This plant will sometimes get confused with lemon cypress or Wilma gold crest. And it is not the same, but they are the same genus. Okay, I'm not a plant expert. Somebody with a degree could probably explain this better. So this is a cypress called lemon yellow. So confusing. And then there's lemon cypress, not lemon yellow, and that one is called Wilma Goldcrest. I have Wilma Goldcrest in my garden. I love her. She is beautiful. She's divine. A lot of you guys love her. How thick are the needles, the branches, the green? Look at how thick these are. They're very thick. They're very nice to touch. They're very soft. So this is the other one that I own. You can see it's much more dense. It's much more pyramidal shape. And then you can see it's a lot finer. This one is lemon cypress. This one has a much stronger smell. So I want to plant it kind of far out. I want to plant it so it's right here. Blocks that. That's the goal. That's the view I want gone. That is gonna be so good as it continues to grow. I cannot wait. We would like to start working on the flooring this evening and maybe tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. I think I've settled on a design. Let me show you what I've decided to do. It's gonna be so good. So, coming into the greenhouse, I've decided to do a very small entry rug per se, so a tile rug. And so I decided to do this black border with the white on the inside. It's just gonna be solid white. And then we're gonna do a white border with the black line around it. And then this is gonna cut in like this. Tell me that's not so pretty. We will have the black line going right here in front of where the counter and the sink is gonna be. And then this is all gonna be counter space. I'm gonna have so much counter space in here. I'll honestly have more counter space inside the greenhouse than we have in our kitchen, which is crazy. The white, the black, the little cutouts, the design, and that will repeat all the way around. It's gonna be so pretty. And then I really, really, really wanted to do some type of like medallion here. Ignore my curtains that are tied up. Some people absolutely despise that they're tied up. I really wanted to do some type of floor medallion here in the middle. And I really, really like this design right here. So this design directly correlates with the wall sconces that I have here. See the crest that's right there? How it's kind of like a scalloped piece? So that piece right there kind of sort of matches this piece down here. So this is going to be the center piece. It's just kind of like, Brent says it looks like a flower, a rose. A few other people have said it looks like a flower. It does definitely look like a flower, but then it also ties into the wall sconce. Floor is dry. Look at how good that looks. Isn't that amazing? So the floor is dry, which means that I can go in and I can grout now. Looks good, huh?
Yeah, it's Especially the parts that are cleaned up, extra nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna take like maybe 2 more rounds of cleaning.
Probably like 2 more on this side, and then I haven't even cleaned that side yet. So this side I learned that I tried to squeegee it a lot more to get all of it off as much as I could. So I squeegeed this a lot harder than I did this side. It looks so good. It's done. Next time we work in the greenhouse is going to be putting some of this stuff back in here and then building the table and putting my sink in. Very exciting days. Plan for the day is to finish the greenhouse table and for me to finish the cleanup that I started and to get the cleome replanted. So we still have some work to do inside here for the table. We still have, where is she going? Just off behind the shed. Oh yeah, she heard me talk about her. Anyways, Brent's plan for the day today is to do the back piece back there. So let me set this down. He's gonna add a board back there so that way we can put slats up on top so you won't really see any of that and it'll kind of like hide some of the plumbing. And then he's also going to drill the hole for the sink. It's a very permanent structure, especially with all of the plumbing and everything going in. This took us a little bit to kind of like figure out the configuration and everything. We still have to get the plumbing in, so water is going to come in from there. It's looking pretty sharp. The willow has decided to drop its leaves, and not even all of them. It's like slowly dropping them. And so I'm going to get out here before all of these turn to goo. It is sprinkling. I'm going to try to get as many of these cleaned up as I possibly can because you can't even see the gravel. I mean, it should look like this, and it looks like this. You guys are gonna think I'm absolutely nuts. I filled this up with moss, and I am not joking when I say I filled it up with moss. Look at, it's all so pretty. So anyways, oh, this one's stunning. I was gonna say anyways, this one is just to die for. But I'm gonna put moss on the top of this. I just think it'll be so pretty. And so that was our entire garden transformation over the last year, which was just absolutely crazy. I cannot believe that a year ago, none of that was really there. So it's been a wild ride. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for coming along and rooting for us this entire process. It has been literally life-changing. So thank you so much for visiting our garden. I hope that you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit that like button and maybe you'll hit that subscribe button today. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.